What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after four friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 29th day of August in the year 2024. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. With more than 200 road accidents involving heavy-duty trucks reported so far for the year, Minister of Public Works Juan Egil has issued a call on the Guyana Police Force's Traffic Department to strictly enforce the traffic laws against those large container and sand truck drivers. In the past year, the number of large trucks on the country's roadways has tripled, and the Minister of Public Works has noted the damage to public infrastructure as a result of the many traffic incidents and accidents involving those trucks. Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, Minister Egil said there needs to be urgent interventions to address the problem, including from the communities where those trucks traverse. He said while the government has already taken a decision to restrict the movement of the large trucks in some communities, the problems still persist.
The police got to do their work. We already have laws. It's enforcing the laws. Speed limits, and we are taking decisions that they can't go into certain communities, especially with the smaller streets. We had situations where we had to make interventions. We've put up the no trucks, lorries, signs in the smaller community streets. And when we build out these community roads and the rest of it, we don't want to have them being destroyed.
The minister said the housing ministry is already putting a mechanism in place to make land available for the trucks to park rather than along the roadways. He noted that his ministry's traffic department will also be working with the police force. A frustrated Egil said the ministry will also be making several additional interventions to address the many concerns of other road users.
Since that highway has opened, the volume of traffic has increased in the country, and even though a lot of the traffic has migrated from the East Bank to the Heroes Highway, the East Bank is still congested, and the Heroes Highways at particular times is also congested.
And Minister Egil said although the Heroes Highway was built to alleviate the burden from the main East Bank roadway, the traffic situation along the East Bank road remains problematic, and efforts are underway to devise a new strategy in time for the opening of the new Demerara River Bridge.
So by the time the bridge is completed, the entire area will be managed with traffic lights, roundabouts, and other slip lanes. So it's not just what people often ask for. If they're speeding, put in a speed bump. If they had an accident, put a traffic light. These things have to come with careful study because you have to move volumes of people along. So there will be some emergency interventions waiting on the overall plan.
The Guyana Police Force is very concerned about the large number of trucks that are now moving along the country's roadways and at top speeds, especially late at nights when traffic operations are reduced. Drivers are being encouraged to be mindful of the other road users. More than 18 persons have so far died since January of this year in vehicular accidents involving the large trucks. More news coming up in just a moment.
so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Are you ready to elevate your career with a world-class education from the comfort of your home? The University of Excellence Management and Business, UEMB, Guyana's premier accredited and recognized tertiary institution, invites you to join one or more of our comprehensive 145-degree programs. Registration is now open for our next intake on September 9 and every 2 months thereafter. Enroll now and secure a 50% scholarship. Choose from an ABA, BBA, MBA, MPM, EMBA, EMPM, and LLM degrees, available in 14 specializations. Whether you hold an undergraduate degree, a diploma, or relevant professional qualifications, apply. We are an accredited degree-granting tertiary institution in Guyana. Our programs are also equivalent to a USA Regional Accredited degree. Submit your completed application form, proof of entrance qualification, and any form of ID. For more details, visit our administrative office in the Critchlow Labour College, front building, Wolford Avenue, or call 225-1395, 225-1397-9, 618-3434, and 681-3434. Progressing to a degree is as easy as ABC with UEMB. Deal with the best and forget the rest.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
Yes.
Start packing this, yeah?
I ain't start packing yet. Usually I pack a couple hours before and I go. Drive. I got my phone, I got my keys, my charger, my
Procrastinating planning for the future? Well, that's never a good idea. Let Demerara Mutual and Demerara Fire and General help you get started with planning for your future today. I'm with Dem.
Online shopping in Guyana is easy with Fizuro.com. Pay securely online with your card, MMG, or cash, and with lightning fast delivery, you'll get what you want when you want it. Take the hassle out of shopping with Fizuro. Fizuro, Guyana's premier e-commerce marketplace.
Turning now to the field of education. Faced with a growing decline in the pass rate for mathematics at the high school level, the Chief Education Officer Saddam Hussein has dispatched a 16-point guideline that secondary schools are to take on board to improve the performances of their students in mathematics. As part of the guideline, head teachers have been told that mathematics must be taught in all classes of all grades for a minimum of 240 minutes per week. Additionally, mathematics must only be taught during the morning sessions, and all mathematics periods must be timetabled in double periods, except if an exemption request is made by the head teacher and that request is granted. The Chief Education Officer has also directed that mathematics teachers for grades 10 and 11 must meet weekly to plan lessons, identify resources, design evaluation instruments, evaluate past lessons, plan remediation strategies, and all other related curriculum activities. As part of the guideline, teachers are also being told that the solving of past CSEC mathematics exam papers must begin at the grade 7 level, with CXC type questions being used as mathematics terms similar to those used at the CXC level to be used in the teaching of the new high school students. The guideline also instructs the formation of regional mathematics committees to facilitate monthly meetings to explore different methodologies in teaching mathematics. And with regard to the school-based assessments to be done for math, those should be completed no later than the second week in the August term of grade 10, the guideline insists. Schools are also expected to form committees to review the SBAs for math. And once those are completed, and schools have also been told to be aware of factors that could affect a child's learning ability with mathematics and take action to address those factors. The Chief Education Officer has warned that disciplinary action could be taken against those heads of department and district education officers who do not ensure that the guidelines are followed and implemented. Guyana has been trying various strategies to address the high failure rate for mathematics at the CSEC level. More than 65% of the students who wrote mathematics this year failed to obtain a grade 1 to 3 pass. The Education Minister Priya Manik-Chand is very concerned about the situation, and she made that point known when she announced the CSEC results.
Get into the place where we're wringing our hands and the sky is falling in, because mathematics is a problem for the entire world. It's where we perform the poorest. When I wrote CXC in 1992, 13% of the population passed mathematics. So, you could see where how the country has grown. At that time, and so let's take that gap, at that time, 30-something% of the Caribbean had passed mathematics. So we were far behind. Today, Guyana is at 32, or whatever it is that the CEO announced, and the Caribbean is 7 or 8 percentage points above. So we've closed the gap. But the entire world needs to be redoing something about mathematics and looking to see what it is we have, we need to shift. Sometimes it's small things that we're looking at.
Meanwhile, some educators who have studied the guideline put out by the Chief Education Officer believe there is a whole lot more that needs to be done to address the problem, rather than adding an extra period or moving classes to morning sessions only, which could affect the timetable for other subject areas. There have been calls for special after-school classes that will be compulsory for students to attend. A business and commerce delegation from the Caribbean island of Grenada is currently in Guyana and is seeking to develop and grow their ties with local businesses. The delegation is being headed by Prime Minister of Grenada, Deacon Mitchell, who is also the current chairman of CARICOM. At a welcoming reception last evening, Prime Minister Mitchell noted the support that his island has received from Guyana over the years. He paid tribute to the number of Guyanese living and working in Grenada and contributing to the development of the sister CARICOM state.
And I want to take the opportunity to formally go on record for thanking Guyana, not only now in good times, or what may appear to be good times, but in bad times. Because you really know your friends when you're facing adversity. And Guyana, even in its difficult days, as Minister of Finance said, has always held true to CARICOM solidarity and to supporting its brothers and sisters, even with the little it had, throughout CARICOM, and Grenada has been a principal beneficiary of this.
And the Prime Minister also announced that direct flights between Guyana and Grenada will be launched soon, bridging a much-needed gap.
And so, the need to get to Guyana directly from Grenada, and Guyana to Grenada, and by extension South America, is absolutely critical, both to move people, to move goods, and to move services. And I would add to that, technology. And so we appreciate that even if it's a small step, even if it's a 40-seat plane or a 60-seat plane, we must ensure that we begin the process now of having that direct connection between Guyana, Grenada, the rest of the UCS.
As part of the visit to Guyana, the business delegation from Grenada is hosting a special exhibition of Grenadian products and services at the Pegasus Suites. The exhibition continues over the weekend and into early next week. The government of Canada has announced the appointment of Sebastian Segun as the new High Commissioner designate to Guyana and CARICOM. Mr. Segun succeeds Mr. Mark Berman, who completed his tour of duty a few months ago. According to the Canadian High Commission, the new High Commissioner designate joined the Department of Foreign Affairs and International Trade in Canada back in 1997 as a Human Rights and Humanitarian Affairs Advisor. At headquarters, he has also served as manager of the International Program and Director of Policy for the Canadian Human Rights Commission between 2002 and 2010. He was also Director of Strategic Planning and Operations for Canada's Developmental Assistance Programming between 2010 and 2015, and served as the Deputy Head of the Permanent Mission of Canada to the Organization of American States between 2015 to 2018. He also served as the Executive Director responsible for relations with Central American countries, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic. The Canadian High Commission said he's expected to present his letters of credence to the government of Guyana soon.
Exciting news! The capping stack has arrived in Guyana. In the unlikely event of an oil spill, this vital equipment is placed over a blown-out well to stop or redirect the flow of hydrocarbons, ensuring a rapid and effective response. With the capping stack now in hand, Guyana stands out as one of just 2 oil-producing nations in the region with such a crucial safety measure readily available. This marks another significant step towards ensuring that Guyana produces oil and gas safely and sustainably.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Your own home is so much more than just 4 walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Monster, bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster, grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Buster, bust the flavors. Buster, bust the flavors.
The U.S. Embassy has announced that as part of the U.S. and Guyana's strong ongoing military-to-military partnership, the U.S. Southern Command conducted a joint combined exercise and training program between the 29th of July and the 26th of August. The program was conducted in close coordination with the Guyana Defense Force. The U.S. Southern Command routinely conducts similar activities and engagements with defense partners and allies in the region and around the world, a statement from the embassy explained. During their time in Guyana, the U.S. Southern Command team trained with the Guyana Defense Force counterparts in jungle operations, with a focus on tactics, techniques, and procedures. The joint activity, the embassy said, underscores a steadfast commitment to partnering with Guyana in support of mutual goals and to further strengthening the long-standing security ties between Guyana and the U.S. The U.S.-Guyana Defense Partnership focuses on areas of mutual interest, including countering transnational criminal organizations, maritime security, disaster preparedness, humanitarian assistance, and human rights. The embassy said the U.S. Southern Command's enduring partnership with the GDF is critically important and highly valued, and the U.S. Southern Command is steadfastly committed to expanding and strengthening it in ways that are mutually beneficial to Guyana and the United States. On the police blotter, 2 persons from the Region 7 community remain in police custody following the discovery of 3 high-powered weapons and a large quantity of ammunition during an operation in the Waikarai Bag Dam in the Coyote-Mazaruni region. In a statement, the Guyana Police Force explained that police ranks were conducting an operation in the area on Wednesday when the guns and ammunition were discovered at a mining camp. The police said at the mining camp the ranks found a 12-gauge shotgun, an AR-15 rifle, and an AM-15 rifle, along with 399 rounds of ammunition and the 12-gauge cartridges. The police report said 2 persons are currently in custody and are assisting with the ongoing investigation. The ranks have secured the confiscated firearms and the ammunition, while other suspects are being sought in the same area. The investigations are ongoing tonight. 6 new land surveyors were on Wednesday sworn in by President Irfan Ali, who urged them to serve with integrity and do not regard their profession as a side hustle. The 6 new surveyors who received their instruments of practice are Navindra Luknath, Joel Trotman, Ramnaresh Prasad, Tamish Prasad, Kimo Cornelius, and Kishan Critchlow. During remarks, the president noted that the economy is evolving at a rapid pace, and the country is in need of land surveyors who will take their profession seriously.
The fast pace of development and the lure of quick gains can sometimes lead individuals to view their profession as a mere hustle, a means to an end. However, I urge you to stand resolute in your professionalism, always remembering the sacrifices you made, the hard work that shaped you to be here today.
The president also said the government is committed to providing advanced training for land surveyors, adding that the new surveyors will be the leaders in the changing dynamics of their profession.
By maintaining high standards, you not only safeguard your own reputation, but also contribute to the integrity and credibility of the entire profession. In doing so, you will find that your career in land surveying can be both rewarding and fulfilling. With the skills and competence you have acquired, you have the potential to make a lasting impact on the development of our society.
And he also said the demand for land surveyors is increasing, and those in the profession must ensure that their integrity can withstand scrutiny.
Remember that the true value of your work lies not in the financial rewards, but in the trust and respect you earn from those who rely on your expertise. And I must say that you live in a different environment today. The financial rewards are not as low, my friends, as the days you practiced at a younger age. They're much better salaries, much better opportunities, and much better payment system, right, Bernice?
The new land surveyors were told that they will be supported in their work by the government, and training opportunities will also be made available to them.
NYC, New York City. Get ready as the original Big People Party with the same vibes you've seen and loved comes to you this Labor Day weekend on Saturday, August 31st with some of the biggest one-man bands out of Guyana and New York. Look out for Super A, Murphy, Busta, and Super Terry. Big People Party! Along with the legendary Glenn Washington.
Baby, don't take my kindness for weakness. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
Glenn Washington and his band at Industry City, New York City. Get your super early bird general tickets at $40 and VIP access $150 all inclusive. And all are available at hjexperience.com. This event is brought to you by Hits and Jabs Entertainment, Marvelous Entertainment, and GD Events. It's the original Big People Party at Industry City, New York City on Saturday, August 31st. The big and proper edition.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VIC Academy, Achieving Academic Excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Win one of 10 great prizes in the Mobile Dip and Win promotion. Win a motorcycle, TVs, shopping sprees, or free mobile lubricant. Just buy any mobile lubricant, collect your entry form, complete it, and drop it into boxes provided at leading stores. Yes, buy any mobile lubricant and have a chance to win great prizes. Promotion ends October 2, 2024. Mobile lubricant, proven performance for your engine.
What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Across the region tonight, let's begin in Honduras, where the Foreign Ministry has said it will end a more than a century-old extradition treaty with the United States, after Washington's ambassador to Honduras expressed concern about a meeting between the Honduran and Venezuelan defense officials. In a letter to the U.S. Embassy shared on social media by the Foreign Minister of Honduras, the Foreign Ministry expressed the decision of the government of Honduras to terminate the extradition treaty. 2 days ago, the Honduran president ordered a denunciation and accused Washington of meddling in her country's affairs. The U.S. Embassy in Honduras did not reply to a request for a comment. The U.S. ambassador to Honduras, Laura Duga, had earlier told local TV reporters that the U.S. was concerned after a meeting last week between the Honduran defense minister and his Venezuelan counterpart. The Venezuelan defense minister was indicted on drug trafficking charges in 2020 by the United States. The U.S. National Hurricane Center continues to monitor a tropical wave over the central tropical Atlantic Ocean, which is producing some disorganized showers and thunderstorms. The National Hurricane Center, in an update today, said environmental conditions appear conducive for gradual development of the system, and the tropical depression could form by early next week, while it moves westward at 10 to 15 miles per hour and approaches the Lesser Antilles. The system is then forecast to move westward to west-northwestward across portions of the eastern Caribbean Sea during the middle part of next week. The disturbance has a low formation chance through 48 hours and a medium formation chance through 7 days. And finally tonight, international news. Israeli forces have carried out raids in the occupied West Bank for a second day running, leading to calls for a de-escalation from the United Nations. The Israel Defense Forces said on Wednesday it was beginning a counter-terrorism operation. On Thursday, it said 12 people had been killed in the cities of Jenin and Tulkarm, and 4 in Farah. The Palestinian Health Ministry also reported 16 people had been killed since Wednesday morning. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on Israel to immediately halt its operation, saying it was fueling an already explosive situation. The UN Secretary General urged Israeli forces to exercise maximum restraint and use lethal force only when it is strictly unavoidable. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to have a safe and enjoyable night.